Paddling Bryans going to airborne.
It couldn't have gone any better than this. This is amazing.
Oh my god!
This ranch has got to be like straight out of the movies.
And within 5 minutes of getting up to the ranch, I managed to get aboard a helicopter and get a ride down into the Grand Canyon.
At one point, they decided to take us out for a horse ride. It's nice to ride on something that didn't require a paddle.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah, baby! Woo!
ATVing is just another amazing way to see this canyon.
My name is Brian, and this is my best buddy, and his name is Brian too.
Out of all the water in the world, only 1% is fresh water. And we're gonna explore all of it.
And this time we're canoeing the Colorado River, all the way from Colorado down to the border of Mexico.
And we're gonna use the same old canoe.
Think we're crazy? You're right. We're the Paddling Bryans. A park ranger at the Glen Canyon Dam told us that we need special permits to actually paddle through the Grand Canyon.
The public isn't allowed to go through Grand Canyon without a permit.
Okay.
Well, there's absolutely no way that we'd come this far down the Colorado River and not experience the Grand Canyon. I mean, one of the natural wonders of the world. How can you skip that? Luckily enough, we got in touch with the guys at the Bar 10 Ranch, and these guys had offered us a way to see the Grand Canyon up close and personal, and we have no choice. We got to see it.
We're here at the Lake Powell Jet Center, and we're gonna take a little airplane ride to a ranch. It's gonna be way faster than paddling. Can't wait.
We arrived at the airport in Page, and it kind of seemed a little like surreal. Like this airport was so private and exclusive.
It turned out we were in a 25-passenger plane with only Brian and I as passengers. And these are our pilots.
Hi!
Hello.
How are you guys?
Very good. Yourself?
Good.
Was it a full plane?
What up? Yeah, all two of you.
Oh, great. Cool.
Yep.
The pilots, Captain Bo and Captain Anna, were about our age, really cool people from Vegas that were flying us out to the ranch.
Hey!
Paddling Bryans going to airborne.
It was about a half-hour flight. It was awesome.
It couldn't have gone any better than this. This is amazing.
Paddling Bryans with the VIP treatment.
Yo, big time. This is big time.
I don't think I've ever been on a plane like this small, and especially not this empty, but this is a real experience.
Oh my god! Hi, baby, yeah!
This is my first time on a private jet. I'm kind of feeling like a big shot right now. It's pretty cool.
Getting a little bumpy, but we like the turbulence, it's fun.
I love turbulence.
The flight in was so amazing. I mean, if the Bar 10 Ranch is half as cool as this flight in, like, I don't know what I'm in for.
Then when we got there, we landed on this little landing strip.
Sure enough, Bo didn't disappoint. He parked this plane on the tiniest runway. I'd have trouble like driving my car down it, but he lands this huge jet on it.
Dude, you guys are awesome. That's like a tiny little runway. It's like an aircraft carrier.
That's it.
Super cool.
It's the best place to land. That and Marble.
And sure enough, right away, there's all kinds of folks there greeting us, being friendly, and they throw us in a little side-by-side, and we drive up to this ranch.
There was other people riding in and out with buses, but for some reason, Ben, the manager, had come down in a side-by-side off-road vehicle to pick us up just the two of us and bring
Just
us
like,
up.
remember Mario Kart? I know you're a crazy driver, go that way.
Oh my God.
Not all the way, there you go.
And this ranch has got to be like straight out of the movies. I mean, this is what you picture when you hear about a ranch in the desert next to the Grand Canyon, because it's unreal.
It's pretty cool, man. There's cactuses everywhere, lizards running around. Really cool place. And right behind us you can see our nice wagons. That's our accommodation. The next little bit. It's gonna be nice, much nicer than a tent.
One of the first things that happens to us when we get to the Bar-10 Ranch is the guy in charge, Ben, he wanted to take us out for a helicopter ride, because he says, boys, you guys need to see the Grand Canyon, and the best way to see the Grand Canyon is by a helicopter. So he plopped us in a helicopter, and I mean, this was my first time in a helicopter, and I've always wanted to fly in one. And sure enough, the captain of the helicopter is named Brian.
Awesome. We got a Brian as the captain. Yeah. That's what we need.
It was either the greatest thing or the worst thing, who knows, but it's awesome. It's always great to have another Brian on the trip, so hopped in the helicopter and went and saw the Grand Canyon firsthand. I'd seen pictures and people have told me about it, but nothing compares to what you see when you see that Grand Canyon like firsthand. It was unbelievable. I understand why it's called the Grand Canyon, because this place is just truly grand.
The Grand Canyon is really overwhelming to fly into by helicopter. Just what you see, the dimensions of it, how big it really is, and the beautiful blue water flowing at the bottom. It's pretty insane.
The Grand Canyon is just, it's so unbelievable. I mean, you feel like such an ant compared to this thing. It seems to wind on in both directions forever. The rocks are such brilliant reds and deep purples, and I mean, I don't know how to describe it. It is just so amazing to see with your own eyes. I don't think any picture has ever done it justice.
Awesome.
The guys from the ranch decided to teach us how to lasso. Sure enough, Brian hits a lasso on like the second shot.
Yeah.
The ranch owner's 5-year-old daughter had to show me how it was done.
He is better than us.
Back at the ranch, the guys from the ranch decided to teach us how to lasso.
Okay. So, So.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's working. Okay. What you're doing is you're breaking your wrist about right here, and you come all the way around, and then re-break right here.
All right. I'm feeling the action.
Yep. All right. So, and then, like I said, it's not like a wrist motion. It's more of an arm motion. It's out here more. So when you take and you go to throw, you are going to let go about right here.
Sure enough, Brian hits a lasso on like the second shot and starts roping those fake bulls.
I was able to get it on my first shot. You know how I like rope, I'm good with rope. Adams, I think it took him 10, 12, I don't know if he ever got it. All right, Adams, your turn, dude.
Me, on the other hand, it took me a good 5 or 6 shots. One of the ranch owner's 5-year-old daughter had to show me how it was done.
He is better than us.
But in the end, both me and her roped the bull, and it was a pretty good feeling.
You gonna get this one? Big shot. Oh, sweet! Yeah! That's awesome.
The staff from the ranch took us out to the old cattle ranch to kind of give us a taste of what the ranch used to be like before it became a resort and when it was just a cattle ranch. Sure enough, they put on a little show for us.
A lot of people ask us, now you're a ways away from civilization, where do you get our education? And by the way I talk, not a whole lot. But I think we've got a song. Do you guys have a song about it? Yeah, okay.
I need to recruit a band.
But I think they need some help, you guys. So
you got some high quality instruments coming out?
They needed some people to play in the hillbilly band, and Brian was the first one to volunteer.
Let's give those instruments a good clinking.
I got together with the hillbilly band, and they gave me the hoe. And I don't know what the hell all those other instruments were. They had anything you'd see on a farm or on a ranch, and everyone just kind of smacks it together. And there's one guy with a guitar that tries to keep us all in line. Well, I guess you'll see what it sounds like.
I got my education out behind the barn. I ate a fool in rosary. Yeehaw! Passed the examination out behind the barn. And it almost made a wreck out of me.
I don't know, but I think I was pretty good with the hoe.
At one point, they decided to take us out for a horse ride.
My horse is so smart and knows what to do on its own.
Yeah.
I've been riding horses since I was a kid with my friends, and these horses were a lot tamer. But it's nice to actually take a little break, sit back on the horse, and enjoy the scenery.
A little horse jam here.
These horses were so well behaved, and they just took us on a tour, and it was just amazing, you know? Makes me want to take a horse for the next little bit of the trip.
You'll have to come up and visit in Canada, man. We'll take you skiing and snowmobiling and shit we do.
Oh yeah. I haven't done much of that, but I want to. It'd be sweet.
It was all right. It was a little bit of fun, but it was a long line. There was like 20 horses in a line, and you just kind of walk and you don't go too fast.
But once we get almost there, they'll start jogging a little bit. And if not, you can just kick them in the belly and make them
take off.
They won't take off, but he'll jog if you kick him.
It was my first time horseback riding, so I guess it's probably what I should have been doing. But I was right in the back with one of the ranchers, and we held up, we slowed up for a little while so that we could do a little bit of a gallop near the end of the ride. I actually got him to film for me. He was riding like a cowboy the whole time with the one hand in the camera.
They're kind of like those new cars that park themselves, eh?
Oh yeah. You don't have to do anything.
It's nice to ride on something that didn't require a paddle.
Bryans with Napoleon. Good horse, good horse. Didn't even knock me off. Yeah, it's a match. We'll leave the canoe in the river, taking a horse the rest of the way.
Woo! Yeah! Yeah, baby! ATVing is just another amazing way to see this canyon.
Nice spectacular view though.
Paddling Bryans!
One of the ranchers, Kip, took us on an ATV ride. It's a 2-hour ride where you ride down right into the Grand Canyon.
Okay, pull forward and stop right here for me. Good? Let's roll.
ATVing is just another amazing way to see this canyon.
On the ATV ride, we decided, because we wanted to film the experience so that everyone could see as well, so that we would take one ATV and one side-by-side that holds 6 people. And Brian and I would take turns individually on the ATV, and the other one could stay in the side-by-side while Kip drove, and the other one could film.
It's nice to actually be going fast sometimes.
What are you saying?
How can you see anything?
Bill, hold up. Can you see?
The sand in my eyes? Brutal.
These guys from the Barten Ranch, they're just awesome. They always pull us over for a little bit and stop, give us a little bit of history on the area, explain some stuff.
So we're sitting in a lava bed right now. This is old Mount Vulcan. Some people say erupted millions of years ago, some say erupted a couple thousand years ago.
He gave us some great advice about a certain kind of cactus that grows that if you're trapped in the desert, you can cut it open and eat the fruit from it. And it'll hydrate you enough to keep going.
These bucket cactuses, the barrel ones, those will save your life if you're out here. If you open it up, you hatch into one, it's got a bunch of water in it and fluid.
And another good trick with this cactus is that the flower on top always points south. So you'll have some kind of direction while you're out there. And then I heard of a trick before that I wanted to show him. I was surprised he hadn't heard of it. And I'd never tried it before.
Those plants there?
I'm gonna get that one.
Can we go look at one of those?
Yeah, go for it. Go walk around and stuff.
I've heard this thing here. I don't know if this is even the right plant. I heard you can make a needle and thread for an emergency situation if you're caught in the desert. And I think this, see? I think this is the one.
You could use it for like stitching this.
Like if you were really hurt or something, if you had like a serious gash, or if your tent or sleeping bag or something. You could take the tip of like the point of the plant, and then you trim off the edges and use the fiber, and the fiber is really, really strong. It's like a strong rope. Okay, I'm supposed to be able to sew with this. Okay, let's just get a couple wraps so it looks like I know what I'm doing. And you can actually use it as a needle and thread. So I cut one of my shirts to show Kip this trick, and he was pretty happy he had a new thing to show people on his tour.
Yeah, there we go. Outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, woo! That's all right. Real cowboys.
I was a little skeptical at first, but he did a great job. He sewed his shirt right up, and I mean, he's still wearing it today, so guess it works.
Woo! Yeah!
We had a great guide that took us out right to the edge of the canyon, and as cool as it is to be down on the water level, it's really amazing to see it from the cliff's edge, and we got to see really just how far it keeps winding and just some really amazing sights, and it was a really cool time to be out there.
Paddling Bryans!
Right on.
It's pretty good.
Cool.
Nice. Outstanding.
Thanks, guys.
Sweet. We're here with our buddy Kip from Barten Ranch, who's taking us down into the canyon on ATVs.
It's about a 10-mile ride down here. It's a pretty rough terrain. Brian kicked some A on some ATVs down here. Almost rolled it a few times, but we made it down. Here we are. We're about at 2,000 elevation. We got a helicopter going down and in out of the river. Rafters are going down, and it's a little toasty out here.
A little, eh? Just a bit. Yeah, baby! Woo!
On the way back, Bri kept lagging behind. So Kip decided it'd be a good idea to hide the ATV behind this old barrel, this gigantic oil barrel out there. the side-by-side, the machine we were in. So we hid it behind this barrel and waited for Bri to pass.
Hey, Bush!
And then we tried to huck water at him, but it didn't work. We missed him with the water. So then we tried again with poo.
The water didn't work, so we're gonna try cow poo.
Way to go, boys.
What?
I said way to go, boys. You missed.
Cow poo! Cow poo!
And with poo it worked.
Sucker! Stupid Adams! Hey, well, thanks, Kip, for the great ride.
It's been good.
It was
Appreciate
really
it.
cool, though, man. Super cool to see that. You get to see that every day, right?
Every day. It's a blast. Never get to work a day in my life out here.
Lucky bastard.
Saying goodbye to the Bar 10 Ranch, it's just like everywhere else. It's hard to say goodbye when you meet these cool people, but like I said, it's like everything else. We're going to try and make it to Mexico, so we can't stay in one place for too long. Okay, so bye everybody. Everyone gets a hug. Thanks so much for everything.
Thanks for coming.
We had a great time.
Thanks, Brian.
Fantastic cooks here at the Bar 10 Ranch. I mean, amazing.
It's always so tough to leave these places, and especially a place like the Bar 10 Ranch. I mean, the people were just so nice and so hospitable. We had such a great time hanging out with them.
We're the Brian and Brian. They
Heard about you. You guys are famous.
Well, not really, but the champ. The champ, later, man. No one stops working here. They work like 16 hours a day. That's right. Insane.
Thanks for coming,
Awesome, yeah. Guys, it was great.
guys.
Thank you. You guys were amazing.
No, you guys were amazing, man.
It was so tough to leave, but we had no choice. We gotta go, we gotta hit the water. Mexico's still a long way away.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you
man.
guys.
Ben, thanks for having us, man.
It's a vacation of a lifetime, man.
Hey.
Nothing
guys.
better, man. Seriously.
Ben's the coolest guy here at the Bar 10.
Yeah, they don't know that.
Ben's right on, man.
Hey, hopefully everybody's watching this. These guys are crazy.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
So we said our goodbyes, and we headed off to get a plane ride home.